And once again, I'm here to give you a hand if you'd like. Let's go. 2 o'clock tickets. I can take about all right, let's go. Once again, welcome to Penn's Cave. My name is Dave. If you like the tour, if you don't like the tour, my name is Scott. A few safety precautions, rules. Be sure to keep all hands inside the boat. You will get close to some walls. You don't want to get any fingers pinched. That would hurt. Also, be sure not to touch any of the rocks or formations. This is a live and growing cave. The water flowing is what allows the rocks to grow. We have natural acids and oils on our skin that can collect on the rock and slow, even stop the flow of the water. Therefore, slow, even stop the growth of the cave. So all hands on deck. The bad S's, no standing, smoking, swapping seats, or screaming, and we'll be good to go. Our tour begins. Beneath this layer of rock is where the water enters the cave in the form of an underground spring. 11 million gallons of water comes through that spring every day. It flows through the cave. The cave is a half-mile long. It then flows Lake Nittany and the head of Penn's Creek. Penn's Creek then flows that way 72 miles until it reaches the Susquehanna River at Selinsgrove, PA. We're going to go through the cave, take a lap on the lake, and come back here in about 45 minutes with everyone on board, safe and sound, and smiles on our faces. Any questions or comments before we go?
It will be all dark inside?
What's that?
It will be dark inside?
Yeah. Our first formation is a stalactite. It comes from the ceiling down. You can see a green color on it, that is moss from the sunlight at the entrance of the cave. There is very little, if any, moss inside our cave. The only moss that's inside the cave is from the artificial lighting that we have installed. The opposite of a stalactite is a very good stalagmite from the ground up. A way to remember that as a stalactite is going to hang tight to the ceiling, and a stalagmite, it might reach the ceiling someday. Another memory method is the ants in your pants method. When the mites go up, the tights go down. The wing of an eagle. Now when a stalactite and a stalagmite meet in the middle, they form a column. A large lobster claw, the claw of a large lobster. The Statue of Liberty. Throughout the tour, we're going to have 4 stops. At each stop, I'm going to talk to you a little bit, and then I'll open up for questions. If you think of any questions, save them for that time being after we'll talk. Stop. Here at the first stop, we're going to talk about some geology. Geology is the study of rocks. All the gray rock around us is limestone. Limestone is the main rock of the valley. Wherever you have limestone valleys, you'll most likely be able to find caves, because it's a pretty soft rock, and the water can erode it pretty easily. That's how this entire cave was formed. By water coming through the cracks of the stone and just carving away at the stone for a long time. Cracks like this one allowed the water to come in and erode the stone. It took about 30 million years for this cave to be carved out. The main ingredients in limestone is calcium. All the white eggs is calcium. Try not to rock the bowl, please. Another ingredient in limestone is iron. The orange, red, yellow colors in the cave is the iron. Overhead, the calcium looks like an upside-down snow-covered forest. Christmas time in the cave. Now what happens, the water seeps through the ground, such as rainwater. As you can tell, it rained earlier today, so we have a lot of dripping today. This is called infiltration, when the water soaks into the ground. It then drips off the surface of the stone, leaving behind a tiny bit of minerals, as it does. Each strip leaves behind a tiny bit, and that's how all these formations grow. And they grow about 1 inch every 400 years. All these stalactites, stalagmites, 1 inch every 400 years. So that little guy right there is about 1,000 years of geological work. Caves are a very common thing. Wherever you have limestone valleys, you can find caves most likely. There's 127 caves just in the center county that we know of.
It doesn't come. You can get a good photo of
During the Ice Age, water in the cracks froze. When water freezes, it expands, pushing through our where it is right now. That's what you need to watch out for right there. Little little dug goose, you know, right at only 75 feet from the ceiling to the floor. The name of this room is the dry room. The reason is, if you look at the ceiling back here, you see no stalactites growing, because the cracks in the ceiling are sealed with something naturally, so very little of any dripping occurs back there. No dripping, no formations. You see lots of formations growing over here, lots of dripping occurring. The reason the cracks sealed themselves is because a long time ago, this rock here was part of the ceiling. But as I mentioned earlier, during the Ice Age, water with cracks, grows, expand, causes the ceiling to come down.
Şükür.
After that happens,
Kena
the cracks in the
business
ceiling
services.
then seals themselves
No?
naturally and is dry. Welcome to our room of lights. This is our western sunset.
Daha değişik. Kepek
The sun sets and the moon rises.
क्या लो इसकी वीडियो
In this room of the cave, we have our largest formation. This pillar right here goes 14 feet high from top to bottom. This stalactite, stalagmite, we're trying to touch. They're only 6.5 inches apart. As the third race, we're going to be about 3,000 years to touch. You can't even run around until you pass that ball. Whenever you're passing that ball out, think to yourself, I would 70 feet beneath the surface of the earth right here. Keeping in mind that ball is directly overhead, you feel like you're getting again here to the badge. Any place in what by that. All the words that you gave to that
हाय
Hi, how are you doing?
बरोबर
the end of the cave. Started the driver, came here, and went back.
ये भी लेना
कैसी आ रही है भूत लग रहा हूँ ना बाकी लोग देखो कैसे लग रहे हैं करो 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 तुम्हें डू इट अगेन
अरे मैंने तो मस्त फोटो बाद में देखा तो मजा आया बीच में रेड येलो कलर का वो जैसा ही है
इधर देखो
पता है कि वो उधर
ऐसा क्यों है इसमें
नाइट में वो कर दिया भूत मोड
That's why many wild caves are
नीचे
now
करो ऊपर थोड़ी वो आ रही है
and it's a shame for the spelunking groups that can't really get into them anymore. Yeah, a lot of the wild cabins are posted so that A, no damage will be done to them, and B,
एक बेंड बेंड
experience of the
ऐसे दिखाता हूँ देखो देखो कैसा लग रहा है देखो सही ऐसी आलू की सब्जी
मत करो
if you want to venture onto the lake or not. No. We got a no? All right. There's one no, and we don't. But this is Lake Nittany. Lake Nittany is named after the beautiful Princess Nittany from the Legend of the Cave. If you haven't read the legend, I strongly recommend it. It's on a big wooden sign as you go up the trail, and I believe it's also in the little booklets that are in the gift shop. It's a wonderful Native American legend of love and loss and caves. Doesn't get much better. But this is our lake. We have swan out there, and if you're taking the wildlife tour, then you'll be able to catch a better view of the lake from the bus. And watch it as
Is it? 240 हो गया.
They were formed on top of mud banks that were once there. Mud banks were made of washed away and a stone shell behind. Each weighed several tons. Cave bacon, high in calcium and extra crispy. For these things to be falling, it would have to be in the ceiling to fall. And for the ceiling to be falling, the ground is to walk on. It's falling. Alright, and the same side that has the duck last time, the side that has the duck this time. I know that's not fair. Watch it.
Hey. So done. 40 minutes. 45 minutes. Huh? Now 3 o'clock.
बस इधर ही राइट ना इधर नहीं
Yeah, you can move around, have natural scenery.
But it should not be raining.
Oh, it's not be raining there.
Just the wood started raining.
Caves के अंदर ही नहीं था.
नहीं.
I traveled on 15 minutes.
Hostel was nice, right? That lawn and all.
Huh? Outside is nice, 160 minutes, but you come all the way, that should be
No,
something.
no, no. Outside boat पे बैठे थे ये भी हिले टू
हाँ, मेरे को भी हिलने नहीं आ
हिलने नहीं दे रहा. Still you were moving here then.
अच्छा लगता है. वो जो इसमें वो जो क्लाउड दिख रहा है और ऊपर एक पहाड़ है वो आता नहीं है.
आप इमेजिनेशन बंद करो.
It's like elephant.
Clouds में भी होता है.